This is the racist principal at Chester Arthur School in South Philadelphia. Her services need to be terminated immediately. She is not fit to be a principal. She is not fit to be around children. She is very disrespectful to black people, the black parents of the school. She only cares for her white students. And the most of all, what she did to my little sister, Nia Chaplin. My little sister, I believe, was in second grade. And they had a traveling science show. In that traveling science show, David Wiggley presented. He hit my sister in the head with a bottle. She was knocked unconscious. She needed medical services. David Wiggley vanished, left the crime scene. He left the scene. Before my sister had any help, David Wiggley left the scene. The school nurse called my mother and said my sister was not breathing. My sister was not breathing. My mom told the nurse to call the ambulance. When the ambulance got there, the principal told the ambulance to leave. The EMT wanted to take my sister, but the paramedic listened to the principal and did not take my sister. And the paramedic caused the shots, not the EMT. So he had to listen to the paramedic. Decline my sister of services. So right now, my sister been in therapy for a year. Her eyes is not the same. She cannot see the same. She cannot focus the same. She cannot even focus on that virtual learning with them computers because her eyes is messed up from that bottle hitting her in the head. And this lady told the ambulance not to take my sister. So my mother had to deal with all that. My mother had to take her to the hospital. My mother had to do all that because the ambulance left. She told the ambulance to leave. Then she wanted to tell people my sister was slow, tampering with her grades. We even have teachers saying they did not make that grade. They don't know what happened. She tried to say my sister had a D in something when that was a lie. She tried to act like my sister was illiterate because she was hit in the head. So she want to act like my sister don't know what she's talking about. When my sister can't even see like she used to, her eyes, they had to give her glasses to see if she could focus again. All this stuff happened to my sister in a year. And right now she needs surgery. My little sister needs surgery. And before this lying, prejudiced principal say my sister need a special education, my little sister is an honor roll student. Very intelligent. She came from a Catholic school. She was speaking Chinese. She was teaching me stuff from Chinese language. So don't never try to say my sister was illiterate or slow or anything in that nature. Ever. My sister is very intelligent. Highly intelligent. Don't never play with her and say she's slow. Tampering with her grades. Trying to get her out the school. Put my other sister out the school because she know what happened when her sister was not breathing. She saw her little sister not breathing. This is my little sister that was not breathing, knocked unconscious, hitting the head with a bottle because of a traveling science show. And then Libby just tried to sweep it under the rug. Mary Libby is her name. Tried to sweep it under the rug. Sweep it under the rug as if it never happened. And then when my sister got in the head, hit in the head, Mary Libby had the nerve to send truancy to my mother's house. Sent truancy to my mother's house, knowing my sister was hurt and could not come to school. So why would you send truancy when you know she was hurt under your care? Why would you send truancy to my mother's house when you know she was hurt under your care? Trying to cover yourself up. As if my sister just supposed to come to school and act like nothing is wrong. When she was literally knocked out, knocked unconscious, couldn't breathe. If y'all go look up the traveling science show, y'all would see the bottle that my sister got hit in the head with. It was like fire in the bottle. A traveling bottle hit my sister in the head. And she want everybody to forget about it. She doing a lot of sneaky things. Called truancy, knowing my sister was hurt and could not come to school. Knowing my sister needed medical treatment. Now today, my sister needs surgery in her eyes. My sister needs eye surgery because this lady did not send that child with the ambulance on time. So the time she wasted made it worse for my sister. Her services needs to be terminated from Chester Arthur School. Let's get into her racism. Before we get into her racism, let's get into this traveling science show. This man is from the Franklin Institute. And if y'all watch this video on the Franklin Institute, y'all will see the bottle that hit my sister in her head. A bottle with fire traveled and hit my sister in the head. And that lady did not send my sister to the hospital as a principal. She let my 8-year-old sister suffer from a bottle with fire in it that hit her in the head and knocked her unconscious. This is David Henry Wiggley, the man who hit my sister in the head with a bottle. Traveling science show presenter at the Franklin Institute Science Museum. Founder and artistic director at Brotherly Love Theater Company. This is the man who hit my sister in the head and tried to sweep it under the rug. And we never heard from him, never saw him. I had to find him. I had to look up all this stuff just to find what happened, because all we knew is my sister kept saying she got hit in the head with a bottle from somebody with the Franklin Institute. She knew that much. My sister knew she got hit in the head with a bottle, and it was from Franklin Institute. So when I looked up this stuff, it came to be the traveling science show. I kept trying to send Mary Libby emails about my sister, and she kept making the delivery incomplete. But when I email other people, they never did that. Libby is very guilty. She's the only one that don't want to see my emails. Delivery incomplete. Delivery incomplete. Do y'all know how many times she did delivery incomplete? Too many times to show that she's guilty of what she did to my little sister. And she don't want to face it. She don't want to face what she did. She's very sneaky, a snake. Nia's art teacher. This is my mother. Good evening. I just want to say thank you for fixing Nia's grade. You don't know how much of a load that took off of me. Nia had to take a test over because the same test she took popped up missing. I don't understand, but I do thank you. Of course, things have been so much more confusing and challenging with virtual learning. Nia is so bright and talented, and I love teaching her. Please let me know if there is anything I can help with. My mother. I sure will. Nia will be signed in tomorrow. If anything, I'll let you know. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing her. Have a great day. That's from the teacher. Even though the teacher spelled her here instead of her. But yeah. Anyway. So this shows that Mary Libby was tampering with Nia grades. Her stuff was popping up missing. Her schoolwork was popping up missing. Mary Libby just was trying to do all kinds of snake things to Nia because of this incident. Because she didn't want her sneaky secret out. Mary Libby sent out a parent letter in November 2020. And she sent this out, and she's making a podcast for nice white parents. This is her Chester Author Podcast Club. Additionally, I am very excited about the Chester Author Podcast Club that is starting up. Through our community's ongoing conversations about the relationships among race, social class, and public education, many parents expressed interest in participating in podcast studies to discuss school colors and nice white parents. School colors and nice white parents in terms of improving the author school experience. So I'm trying to understand, is no nice black parents? No nice black parents? She sent this to my mother, and then I think she deleted my mother from the email list because my mom says she don't get anything else anymore. Philadelphia School District. What does Mary Libby mean when she says nice white parents? Like, her podcast is only for nice white parents. That's what her podcast is for. Nice white parents. School colors. I don't get that. The way she did school colors. The way she made school colors. She made school white and colors black. I don't get it. The background. It's weird. She's very weird, and I don't understand why she emphasized nice white parents for her podcast. I really don't understand. What do Libby mean when she emphasized nice white parents? And she deleted this off of Facebook. I had to put it back. And then she deleted a lot of other stuff. But I screenshotted this because I want the school district to know that she only cares about her nice white parents and nice white students. So her services at a mixed school needs to be terminated. She should not be around colored children. She should not be around because they are not safe with her. Children, black children, they're not safe with Libby because she only care about the white folks. She only care about the color of her skin. How long is this going to go on in these schools, in the system? Like, it's just too much. Too much. Nice white parents. Join us Tuesday. That's her thing. Nice white parents. What are we going to do about prejudice principals in these schools that don't care about these black children? What are we going to do as a community? What are we going to do? And when I try to ask her about nice white parents in her podcast, my delivery was incomplete. Whatever she's doing to incomplete my delivery of emails, the other staff in the school did not do that. This shows her being a snake, being sneaky, and being unfit to be a principal. She is not professional. She don't take accountability for her mistakes. She likes to sweep it under the rug and say F the black people. She don't got to deal with it. F us. She really reminds me of a racist Mistrenchable. She sat there and let my sister suffer in pain, suffer not breathing, and still told the ambulance to leave. If that ain't some Mistrenchable stuff, I don't know what is. She is the South Philly Mistrenchable. But see, if we retaliate and do something to her, then we're going to look bad, and she could make us look bad and have us locked up when she the one that did wrong. She's the one that did wrong. So me and my mother is trying to find the best ways to handle this without violence, without retaliation. So something really need to happen with this lady, Mary Libby. She's doing a lot of things that a principal should not do. She violated. And the school district or somebody, Philadelphia School District or somebody, needs to terminate her services. Get rid of Mary Libby because she don't deserve to be around them students. She don't deserve to be anybody's principal with her attitude and the way she carry herself. She's not professional at all. I never saw a principal like her. Never. Ever. Every principal I ever saw was very professional, very clean. I never saw such a dirty principal, except for Miss Trunchbull. Except for Miss Trunchbull. That's the dirtiest principal I ever saw. And then Mary Libby. What she did to my sister, something gotta give. Something gotta give. My sister needs surgery right now. Because that man hit my sister in the head with a bottle. and did not take accountability. Traveling Science Show. This program is on hiatus until further notice. Please check back for updates. Probably been on a hiatus since what happened to my sister. And this is the bottle with fire in it that hit my sister in the head. She knew she got hit in the head with a bottle and was knocked out. Unconscious, couldn't breathe. That hit my sister in the head. This is what hit my sister in the head. Something needs to happen. Somebody need to do something. Really. Philadelphia School District, y'all need to handle that principal. Handle Mary Libby. She don't deserve to be there. She don't belong there. She don't belong around children. Because this is what she had in that small school that needed more space. This should be done in big environments with space. That little tiny school, she had this presented, this science traveling show presented. And that bottle traveled and hit my sister in the head. And my sister needs surgery right now. She been going to therapy for a whole year. Something needs to give. Something needs to happen. Really. Administering first aid for an unconscious person is a good immediate step to help them, but it is crucial that they get the medical attention they need. Getting emergency attention sooner may mean fewer complications and an overall better outlook. And my sister has complications with her eyes, and now she needs surgery. Because Mary Libby did not help my sister when she needed the help. She told the ambulance to leave. The ambulance did not take my sister. And the paramedic listened to Mary Libby. I would love to know who that paramedic was. I would love to know who that paramedic was. So Mary Libby, the school district of Philadelphia, lawyers will be involved in this case because nothing is happening. Something needs to happen. My sister will not be neglected and disrespected. Without me making sure something happened.